Drake's lawyer speaks on Lil Durk's charges. Stay tuned.
Grant, who is allegedly a top OTF associate, bought ski masks, got cars, then gave 3 people, including one that had allegedly been converted into a machine gun.
A lot of things around Durk basically revolve around funding, that he paid for airport, he paid for flights, he paid for hotels, he paid for car rentals, all these things that they utilized in this, quote unquote, murder for hire plot. So that's really where they're tying him in right now. But I think there's going to be more to come. And I think that there's going to be individuals that either will flip or that have already flipped, or there's going to be someone very close to him that was wearing a wire that would be willing to testify as to his involvement.
Lil Durk's legal troubles are dominating the headlines, making it challenging to separate fact from hype. In this video, I'll summarize an exclusive interview from the Law and Crime Network featuring Drake's attorney, who shares valuable legal insights into the case. If you're interested in the full 30-minute interview, you can find the link below. But if you want the highlights, make sure to subscribe to On Point Stories. Hit that subscribe button now. Thanks for joining us. Let's get into the story. Today, we're exploring the unfolding legal drama involving rapper Lil Durk, who has recently been indicted on severe charges that could have significant consequences for both his life and career. This case has captivated fans and the public alike, given its connections to violence, revenge, and the hip-hop community. Lil Durk, born Dirk Banks, has risen to fame over the past decade, garnering attention with hits that showcase his unique style and storytelling abilities. However, this success has not come without its challenges. The recent allegations against him involve a conspiracy to commit murder, which prosecutors describe as a cold-blooded plot linked to the tragic death of his friend, King Von. The backstory begins in 2020, when King Von was shot and killed during a confrontation in Atlanta. Following this incident, Lil Durk reportedly sought revenge against those involved, specifically targeting rapper Quando Rondo, who is alleged to have ties to the shooting. As the investigation unfolded, authorities began piecing together a series of communications and actions that led to the federal indictment of Durk and several associates. Fast forward to October 2023, when federal agents apprehended Durk at a Florida airport. He had booked several international flights, raising suspicions about his intentions to flee amid ongoing investigations. The federal charges include conspiracy to use interstate facilities for a murder for hire plot, a serious allegation that could lead to life imprisonment or even the death penalty if he is convicted. In the legal documents, prosecutors detail a network of individuals allegedly involved in the plot, painting a picture of a coordinated effort to carry out a murder in Los Angeles. They assert that Durk not only funded this operation, but also issued a bounty on Rondo's life, indicating the lengths to which he was willing to go for retribution. We have insights from legal experts who note the complexities of conspiracy laws. Under these laws, mere association with criminal actions can implicate someone, even if they didn't directly commit a crime. This raises serious questions about the evidence against Durk and how it may be interpreted in court. The affidavit filed by the FBI includes chilling details about the actions taken by Durk and his associates. Surveillance footage reportedly captures individuals involved following Rondo to a Beverly Hills gas station where they opened fire. The aftermath of this attack resulted in the death of a bystander, further complicating the legal ramifications for all involved. Legal experts stress that the prosecution's case hinges on various forms of evidence, including text messages and financial transactions.
There are text messages between 3 of the defendants showing that they had the same airline ticket information. One of them also messaged someone on Instagram to say, "On my way to LA." And it's also being reported that Banks himself allegedly flew to Southern California on a private plane, was staying at a hotel in the San Fernando Valley, and authorities say they have camera footage that puts him there. Grant, who is allegedly a top OTF associate, bought ski masks, got cars, then gave 3 people guns, including one that had allegedly been converted into a machine gun. This is a federal crime. This is what prosecutors are alleging Grant did. And the indictment says that 6 people total, they traveled in 2 cars to the hotel in downtown LA where Bowman was supposedly staying. They allegedly started following Bowman, who was in a black Escalade with his cousin, Savia Robinson, known as SR. The indictment includes photos from a traffic camera showing the white Infiniti the suspects were in, seemingly following the black SUV. And the indictment says that the suspects then followed the Escalade to a Beverly Hills gas station, parked in an alley. And the indictment reads, on August 19th, 2022, at the Beverly gas station, the defendants Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 used the firearms procured by defendant Grant, including the fully automatic firearm, to shoot at TB's car, striking and killing SR, who was standing next to TB's car while TB was inside.
Some of these messages indicate attempts to distance Durk from the actions of his associates, raising questions about his direct involvement in the conspiracy. Experts suggest that the outcome of this case could depend significantly on the testimonies of co-defendants and whether they choose to cooperate with authorities. As we follow this case, it's essential to understand the broader implications it carries, not only for Lil Durk, but for the hip-hop community as a whole. The intersection of fame, violence, and the legal system is a narrative that has played out numerous times in music history, and it raises critical questions about how artists navigate their public personas while managing private conflicts. Looking ahead, the legal process for Durk is expected to be lengthy and complex. With federal charges on the table, the case will likely unfold over many months, if not longer, as both the defense and prosecution prepare for trial.
I've seen it many times where the feds read into it differently than you would if you just read it yourself, wherein people are trying to be influenced. A friend of a friend might contact you and say like, hey, listen, this isn't a good idea to be a witness in a federal case. The feds take that as, oh, hey, this is, Bob Smith influencing this witness because he's friends with this person who's friends with that person. A lot of times that doesn't shake out the way that they put it in the indictment. And they put that in the indictment specifically for bond purposes, right? So when you go in for bond, they say, hey, listen, this guy's trying to influence everybody and here's all these things. But when you actually get into the case, sometimes those things don't shake out and then it's already too late because you already moved for bond and
this
you didn't get bond.
Conspiracy was said to involve detailed planning and execution that crossed state lines, complicating matters significantly. The prosecution has gathered surveillance footage and witness statements which help illustrate the events leading up to the violent crime in California. Celebrity defense attorney Bradford Cohen emphasizes the crucial role that understanding the nuances of hip-hop culture plays in interpreting the evidence. Many messages exchanged in street vernacular can be misinterpreted in a legal context, and the subtleties of this language can heavily influence how a jury perceives the case. In a particularly chilling aftermath of the alleged shooting, it's reported that the suspects casually discussed payment for the murder at a local In-N-Out burger. This nonchalant conversation in the wake of a tragic event raises significant questions about the mindset of those involved and the gravity of their actions. As we reflect on Lil Durk's situation, it becomes clear that this case embodies the often blurred lines between fame, crime, and the law. It raises important questions about how the music industry interacts with law enforcement and the potential precedents this case may set for other artists facing similar challenges. Moving forward, we should anticipate a lengthy legal process, as many stages still lie ahead. The timeline for a trial could extend well over a year, with both the defense and prosecution gearing up for what is likely to be a contentious battle. This situation serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and dangers artists navigate in their careers, often caught between public persona and private realities. Stay tuned for further updates as this case evolves. Share this video on your social media and click the recommended video being shown on your screen. Right now, I think you'll like it.